Hey guys, it's Kade. So this week's topic is being trans during the holidays. Boy, oh boy, do I think we all have a lot to say about that, especially if you're like me and early in your transition. So this is one of those touchy topics that it's good to cover, but it's also like hard to cover because it kind of sucks. So personal experience, everyone's experience is different, everyone's journey looks different. Um, my immediate family is really good about my transition. I have siblings in Texas, and they're really cool. My brother, super chill. My mom doesn't really care at all. But extended family, cousins too, are really good. So, but as far as extended family, it's not the best, which makes holidays suck. So my uncle hosts Christmas every year, and he hosted Christmas this year, and I just didn't feel welcomed. I recently told him I was trans, came out to him, told him my preferred name, and not that he intends to be a jerk, but he is sometimes, and he just kept calling me by my dead name and saying that I would always be my dead name. So I didn't go to Christmas there this year like I normally would, and my plans switched around. And that just made this Christmas, I think, really hard. And I have to credit almost all of that to being trans, because had I not been trans, then I would have been at my family's Christmas. Um, when I first came out, I came out as a lesbian, and that didn't go over well either. But I think since I wasn't physically altering my body, I wasn't doing anything different to myself, then they accepted that a little more easily. And I was able to bring my partners over, and it wasn't accepted, but we just kind of, skated past it. But now, being trans, physically changing, my voice is deepened, I have some facial hair, and it's just going to continue. My body's going to continue to how would you say that? Become more masculine, I guess. And I just think that it's going to be a bigger issue. So, yeah, being trans for me during the holidays has been rough so far. Um, most of my immediate family is great. Like I said, I have cousins and my siblings. My mom, great. My partner obviously is great. Um, but it still kind of sucks knowing that like what you want to do, you may not be able to do because you know that there are people that don't accept you. Um, but I think I just have to remember that this is my life and my journey, and I can't alter it or not transition because other people aren't going to be happy. It's what I need to be happy. Um, in other instances, I know just about being trans over the holidays in general. I think once I pass more, it won't be super weird, in any aspect. But right now, since I'm just new to my transition, it's a process, and I didn't even see my mom on Christmas this year because she went to my uncle's. She's always went to my uncle's. That's what we've always done. So um, she didn't want to switch her routine, so I didn't see my mom this year, which kind of hurt. And I knew it wasn't because I was trans, because she loves me no matter what, and she um, has fully supported me my entire life, no matter, if it was when I came out as a lesbian or non-binary or now trans. Um, she's always accepted me, but she didn't want to switch up her routine, which was going to my uncle's, and I wasn't invited, nor did I feel accepted enough to go there. So it just kind of sucks knowing that being trans during the holidays can affect your demeanor and your happiness. And not everyone, has that going on. Some people have families that are amazing and accept them. Every person accepts them, and if not, they accept them enough to grin and bear it and get through it. And no one is really scared or in danger, or just in a place that they don't want to be in. But then there are certain people, and I need to, count my blessings. Not that I'm super religious, but I'm fortunate to have such a great support system that I do have. I have a partner, and I have amazing cousins and my mom, and I have people in my corner, and that's amazing. So for that aspect on the holidays, it wasn't too bad. I woke up and I had presents that were trans related from my partner, which was super cool because I think as trans guys, we don't always want to purchase for binders, for example. I hate buying binders because in the back of my head, I want top surgery. So I hate buying myself binders because that kind of, makes me feel as though surgery is so far away. But she bought me binders because I needed new ones, and I didn't want to buy them for myself. Just because in my mind that means that surgery isn't soon enough. So that was great. So being trans during the holidays doesn't always have to be such a bad thing, but I know that there are guys out there that have, or trans women even, or non-binary folk that just have a rough time during the holidays due to not being accepted, and that really sucks. Like, I know that there are some, like, the LGBT, like, kids, youth right now, like, the rate of like homelessness and STDs and just, even suicide is so ridiculously high. And I just wish that as a community or communities, we could do something more for those folks that need places to go on the holidays, because being trans or being queer in general, just, it's not always easy, especially during the holidays. But that's what I have for this topic this week. I know I rambled a little, but I think this was a good topic pick, and I actually didn't know how I felt about doing this, because I think it brings up your own personal insecurities that you have to talk about, and this was not a good Christmas for me. So it's just, kind of hard to open up and be honest about your experiences, especially when it comes to like family. I think we often think that we have to love our family and we have to support our family no matter what, but when it comes down, it's the saying is blood is thicker than water, but that's not always the case, because most of the people that love me unconditionally aren't people that are in my blood. Some are, and that's great, but not all of them. So I think you just have to, especially during the holidays, surround yourself by people that do love you and do accept you and do care about you, and try as hard as you can not to worry about the people that don't, regardless of if they're your blood or not. But yeah, that's basically what I have for this week. So my personal experience is that being trans during the holidays has affected my holidays. It has affected, everything about the holiday. At least this year. I'm hoping that next year I'll pass a lot better, and I'll look a lot more masculine, and maybe by that point people will have time. I just started transitioning in September, so maybe by next year people will have had enough time to warm up to it, and I'll have had enough time to have conversations about transitioning with the one uncle in particular, and then other extended family members that just aren't as accepting, so that maybe next year we can go back to our routine. But we'll see what happens, and for now I am just trying to go on from Christmas and the holidays, and move forward. I had friends over last night that we had a great time. We played board games, drank some beers, and watched the ball drop, and that was pretty cool. But in that instance, I was able to surround myself by people that I cared about and that cared about me, and no one there was my family. So I don't know, I think that's just my biggest takeaway from this week, is just, it is sometimes hard being trans during the holidays, and there's so many different ways you have to navigate your relationships, but just to be optimistic if you can. This is just my personal experience. Not everyone on this channel is going to have one, but that's what I think is so cool, is that there's five different guys on this channel, and we all will have a different story to tell about the holidays. So when I'm going to get off of here, it is New Year's morning. So I am trying to repost this video. I recorded it yesterday and it didn't work, which was actually okay because I think I had a lot more to say tonight after feeling so loved last night by my friends. So, yeah, so I'm going to try to re-record this and post it today. But yeah, you guys have a happy New Year's Day. Enjoy it if you have the day off. And 2020, lots of big changes coming this year. So let us know what changes you want to see made to this channel. And just hit us up. We love answering questions and talking to all of you. So I hope you all have a great day. Take care.